The Independent Civil Society Organizations Coalition has released its findings on the challenges of the democratization process of Somaliland and has provided recommendations. The ISCO Somaliland is a coalition for the Independent Civil Society Organization of Somaliland to cooperate on areas of democracy and civil rights. We now join Eunice Diko with the details.
The Independent Civil Society Organization Coalition in Somaliland has made recommendations to progress the democratization process. In a report they have released today, they have recommended steps to be taken to address challenges and learn from the past.
We have a number of recommendations. One is a legal reform. We do believe that important laws are either not in place or are incomplete. Therefore, the Parliament and the government should work together in order to have a better electoral law, a better Judiciary Organization Act that can make the judiciary more independent. We recommend the National Electoral Commission to be more independent but also more decentralized and institutionalized, which requires creation of strong secretariat that can survive and exist beyond the term of the 7 members, 7 commissioners, and that can make the institution stronger, not only dependent on appointed members that has a limited term. We recommend also to focus a lot on judicial reform and giving the trust to the judiciary. Why? One of the problems we are seeing is that political differences are becoming endless in Somaliland. Why? Because people are not going to the judiciary in order to solve their conflicts. We recommend the political parties to be democratized. The political parties in Somaliland, all of them, whether opposition or ruling, are working as companies owned by individuals. And there is no transparency. Members don't have power to elect the leadership. Therefore, that makes them undemocratic institutions running in a democratic platform. Therefore, we advise the political parties to be democratized and the finances of these parties to be open, transparent, and published. We don't know who funds them, where they get the funding, and how they do that. And they are not companies. They are owned by the people we should know, and they should be audited. Lastly, we recommended the government to respect independence of media and independent civil society. Democracy can't function unless you have a strong media, unless you have a strong independent media, and you have a strong civic space and civil society that can hold the authorities accountable.
The umbrella of civil society organizations say the inability to hold elections periodically as required by the Constitution and international standards is questioning both the internal legitimacy and Somaliland's international credentials. As the new democratic nation seeks international recognition, constant extensions of terms and postponement of elections marred the country's democratic credentials. After approval of the constitution in 2001, Somaliland has taken bold steps by holding 3 consecutive elections in 2002, 2003 and 2005 for local councils, presidential and House of Representatives respectively. The second phase was planned to start in 2007 but failed. The country descended into an era of stalemates and political enigma. The Independent Civil Society Organizations Coalition ISCO Somaliland has cautioned the civic space that they say has shrunk. The coalition alleges that the line between the civil society and the government has become blurred, and democracy is arguably in decline in Somaliland. Guled Ahmed Jama, who spoke on behalf of the coalition, said they will protect civic space in the country.
We did provide recommendations to the President of the Parliament, and as you said, they are the power holders who can change things. But what if they don't do that? We will continue pressure the authorities. One of the reasons this coalition is not rather an institution, but this coalition is here, is to pressure the authorities by talking to them, but also exerting pressure in any way legal to be clear.
Despite these challenges, Somaliland remains relatively peaceful and partly free, according to Freedom House annual rankings. A presidential election was held on November 2017. Somaliland remains a leading democratic country in a turbulent region. Eunice Diko, CBA News, Hargeisa.